Legacy of Kain 2.
Cain refused the sacrifice.
Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Do I have to update? The Legacy of Kain. Soul Reaver 2 remastered. I'm confused. How much optional content did I just miss? Because as far as I can tell, we did not get all of the fast travel points. We didn't get all the glyphs. We didn't even get all the health. That's so weird. Okay. I was not expecting it to be that short, to be honest with you. I thought there would be more.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? As such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
I found the tomb of Sarafan, Kain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are open, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic? Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours. You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
These cutscenes rock. Even for their time, these cutscenes are probably killer.
Raziel, destroyer, pawn, and messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Like, he looks great. They deserve it, bro. This shit's awesome.
Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Very well, you old snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands...
Oh, these are the original.
This is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
Are you so certain of that, Mobius?
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kain, some 30 years from now.
Ah, you two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me, sir? Your malefactor, Kain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you.
Malefactor
Even
is a
now,
good word.
Kain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Kain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Kain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, All of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But do what you have to do. All great movements require a few martyrs.
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how, I had not yet discovered.
Okay, wow. Hell of an intro. Ghost, vampire, time traveler. We find ourselves in an entirely new time. We are out of time. What is this? Hold on, what does this look like? Whoa, dude. It's not even all that much different. They just, like, increased the resolution on the textures for the most part. Raziel looks a lot better. Oh no, bro is definitely not human. Okay, I can't go through there. Do I still have all my stuff? I don't seem to have my sword, which is not cool. Yo. Yo. This shit poppin'. We don't have to do this, dude. I have a block now? Okay, that's unblockable. Nice job. Wait, they changed the combat significantly. Ooh, my god, I get a sword? Okay. Come on, bro. Yo, we just chopped off his fucking head. Huge improvement on the combat. Uh-oh. Wow, dude. Give me the spear. I want the spear back. just feels better. Is the music too loud?
Throughout the stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility and my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Kain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
I like how bro was like, hey, try to keep it to the minimum on the killing. And we're just going to town. Oh my god, there's 3 of them. Oh no, what do I do? Square up. I got you. Don't even sweat it, bro. What about you? Alright, that's 1. Ow. He's probably not going to get up. But I can't help but need to eat the soul. Hold on, hold on. It is a little too loud for me. It's already at 6? Alright, whatever. We'll deal. Bro, you do nothing to me. I saw the glass. I had to be sure. I had to be sure. Chat room. Was Soul Reaver 2 on the PlayStation 2? Or is this still PS1? Damn, this is still PS1. Question is how do I get through here? It's PS2. You're a fucking liar, dude. SMH, my damn head. Trying to pull one over on me, will you? Oh, it's a PS2 launch title. Holy moly, okay. Oh, hey, dude. How's it going? Well, we're not going that way. That's for sure. Oh. Okay. That's still fine. Either way. Flipping between the graphics on the first game was like really drastic. Here, not so much. It's kind of crazy. They really just had to put like new higher res textures on everything, and I think it looks really good. Okay, so what the fuck gives? Am I stupid? Am I already pulling up the guide? Whoa, I can grab onto that. Interesting. Hold on. Hold on. Damn. Bro is engaging in a bit of misinformation on this day. Bro, what am I looking for here? I feel like this should already be open. Oh! Oh! I forgot. Wait, the spectral realm looks even better. Whoa. Wow.
Away from the influence of Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. But why, I wondered, did the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
The sword is a vampire. Oh, you're such a dick. Ow. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay, Raziel. Brutal. Hey, I would like to eat this, please. Thank you. Alright. 1v1 me. IRL. Rah. Oh. How about you taste my blade? Oh my god! Bro, he just fucking vanished! Oh my god. The ultra powerful blade. No longer does it insta-gib, they just fucking are banished to the Shadow Realm. Okay, that was BM. Yeah, bro clipped out of bounds. They're being a lot ballsier with the combat, too. Right off the rip. Alright, give me that. I'm gonna have me a little snack. Ow. Still not full health? Let's fix that. I dodged that. Oh, that's not great. Oh my god. Hit me with the double overheads. Alright. Damn, there's so many enemies in this room alone. I can't dodge forward into that. It's not a Souls. Ow. Hey, lady, chill out, dude. A new spear. Alright, so what are we doing here? Oh, never mind. There's more people. I'm just gonna test I'm just gonna test my blade skills against the warriors trained to fight vampires. Ow. They're a lot more beefier than a lot of the Soul Reaver 1 enemies. No, give me... I want the damn spear back. Give me the spear. Alright. The room has been cleared. I can now explore. Vampire hunting and you. Like it's an employee informational video.
As I neared the stronghold's inner sanctum, a strange sensation crept over me. An indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me. The disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel. As I cautiously approached, the sense of dislocation intensified with each step. So this was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just, beatified here as the martyr and catalyst of Mobius's crusade. I was reminded of Kain's journey as a fledgling vampire.
Never should have
How
smoked that
Mobius
shit.
coerced him to travel back in history and assassinate William, thus igniting a genocidal hatred of vampires among the citizens of Nosgoth. And here I discovered the source of the displacement. The Soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic, and broken, apparently in the battle between William and Kain. I had not thought such a thing was possible, until of course Kain shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down. Thus the captive spirit inhabiting the Reaver was released, and binding itself to me became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade. Embracing its twin, its mirror self, the Reaver's long dormant spirit was now fully aroused.
Oh yeah?
And for the first time, I felt the true presence of this other entity, willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I, now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leached to restore the blade. But the Reaver knew better than to destroy its host, and just as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance. The Reaver no longer merely my symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control.
What have you done to me, Mobius? Is this your trap?
How mine? Don't forget it was Kain who led you here, not I. While you curse me, the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you, Kain laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now coiled in sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts of creatures far more durable than you, old man. Bound together as they are, I can only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Raziel, I beg you to stay your hand. This was none of my doing. I have sought only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Mobius. Has your confidence abandoned you? You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
Listen to me, Raziel. You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions. If there's anything left of the Seraphim in you, you won't do this. While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Kain, old man. He'll join you in hell soon enough. As you said, death comes for us all.
Yes, the wheel of fate demands it.
What did you say?
The wheel of fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled. We serve the same God, Raziel. To strike me down would be striking God's own attendant. And I don't believe even you would take
know you fear me, I needn't concern myself with you. Kain is waiting for me.
Go then, Raziel. Seek Kain out and destroy him in the name of the one God we both serve. You, who were once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again from his mercy. You are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
My own vengeance is motivation enough.
Okay, that looked a
My
little...
soul, you almost had me, my little blue assassin. But that'll be the one and only chance you get. I assure you of that.
I could now summon the blade at will, regardless of my strength. But once summoned, the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me.
So you're telling me... Oh. They took my health. You really can't have shit in Nosgoth. Fuckers took my health pool.
So this was the legendary Janos Ordrin, reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villages below. His reign of terror ended when the Sarafan finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness, and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife. The Sarafan therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Ordrin truly have been as monstrous as depicted here? Or was this merely artistic license by the Sarafan, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy?
I still think the narration's really good. Also, what happened to the voice? The one guiding us through the first game. Oh, okay, so if I have the Reaver out for too long, it's gonna sap me. Wait.
Strange how my history came full circle. This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Sarafan brethren and myself.
I didn't think it sounded
All
the
of
same.
us martyred here. And then so cruelly profaned by Kain when he imposed his gift on our
Yeah, this is Soul Reaver too.
For the first time, I beheld the image of my Sarafan self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades. It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been, and what a vile phantasm I had become, and a profound sense of
just now.
injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Kain and destroy him.
Yeah, so the first game ends with a whack-ass boss fight against Kain again. I can't call it much of a boss fight. No, it was not cool at all. We jumped through the time stream and are now in a separate timeline to our own destroyed Nosgoth. In this one, I'm not entirely certain yet. It seems like Kain hasn't succeeded in what he was trying to do yet. My biggest gripe with that boss fight was it was just more of the same Kain boss fight that we already did, in which he can just hurt you with the slow-moving, homing lightning bolt attack. Weakness to all vampires.
And for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality. I knew with certainty then, the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Kain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Kain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Kain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
Ooh. Can I still swim is the question. Okay, so they didn't steal swimming from me. Hold on, we're exploring under the water. I have a vague feeling of something being hidden. And knowing how much we actually missed. Well, I don't actually know how much we missed. I just know that we missed stuff in the first game. There's no way in hell I collected everything. I feel the need now to explore a little more. That first game's like... You can either beat it in like 30 minutes or 2 hours. It's like, it really is just like Demon's Crest.
As I passed this arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
So the anchor points are now visible in material plane. Got it. Alright, but what of ye? What am I looking at? Hold on. This looks interactable. There's definitely things here I can't interact with yet. Alright, what was that? It was down here. Oh yeah, fighting is much smoother. Although, everything here had a bit more health than anything that was in the first game. So I'm wondering what that means for boss fights. Okay.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul, and thus create a milestone to which I could return when weary, and from which I could resume my journey.
Save states? Yeah, save states? Okay. It's like going from Ocarina of Time to Majora's Mask. Now this I definitely cannot interact with yet. Okay, so swimming was inverted in the first game. Now it is not. There's another one of those gemstones. There are a ton of these little plinths that are just scattered about. I'm not sure what they do. Not yet. We have a map. Then we have the Soul Reaver, which now kills me. Finally, the sword that kills me. So these guys are still around, I see. I like that it kind of assumes that you've already played Soul Reaver 1 and doesn't make you go through, like, the tutorial again. Like, we know what these things are. It's not going to ask you to, like, go through the whole explanation again. Okay, no. So there's nothing else down here from the looks of it. Okay. So, what else is there here, huh? Oh. Hold on, do these lead to the same place? There's no way, right? Oh, this is your favorite? Yeah, we beat Soul Reaver 1 not too long ago, actually. How you doing?
While I had only just escaped the stronghold, I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place. Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat. The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this massive gateway as the only means of entry. The gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier, their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance.
Oh. Oh, let's turn that off. Oh, God. Oh, God. She's beating my ass, chat. Yeah. Get cleaved, dude. Bonk. I appreciate that we can finally use the Soul Reaver whenever. Oh god. Sit down already, bro. Okay, fine. Explode into nothingness. Honestly, I can see why. Oh my god, she is still beating my ass. Please die. Yeah, no, I will say I appreciate the greenery. I am glad that we're not playing in, like, the desolate Nosgoth again. It's crazy. We even went to the city in like the desolate Nosgoth. There's like people there and everything, and it still looked incredibly desolate. Wait, we got like mad serene suddenly. Oh no. Oh no. My worst enemy. Dogs. What am I looking at here? The most shocking thing about this, though, even now, is how little they actually had to change about the graphics. Like, that's shocking to me. Like, I don't know why, but that's, like, super impressive to me. Hold on. That's an area of the game that was never completed? What, the city? I'm actually curious as to the game's development.
These vampires had nothing in common with the deranged jackals I left behind in Kain's derelict empire. They seem to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed. And while I still believe that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
The two big basins are just cut content. That's crazy. Oh, the dogs. Be gone, creature. Oh my god, camera, help me out. Oh no. It already has kind of deepened a lot. Like, the first game ends on such a cliffhanger, and it's just like, to be continued.
The pillars of Nosgoth, pristine, whole, and uncorrupted. I had never beheld them in this undefiled state, yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars, was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
I know you're there, Raziel.
Mobius led me to you, Kain. Though I might have guessed you'd meet me here.
And if Mobius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me? Mobius trawls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Kain. I have pursued you here for one purpose. You will pay for your betrayal, and balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Mobius?
Would I be better manipulated by you, Kain? Now, turn and face me. The chase is over.
This isn't a chase, Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny, describing a perfect circle to this point. We've been brought here for a reason. I've seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it. You and I.
Face me, Kain. Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
I recall no such courtesy from you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen. This is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. The ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed. In this instant, Ariel, the Balance Guardian, is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these pillars.
Bound here by your refusal to die. You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian. Such is my destiny.
This is a time travel story.
At the moment of my first cry, Ariel's beloved, the Guardian Nupraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nupraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound, including me. The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role destiny has prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the circle, then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice. What makes you exempt, Kain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we? We both know there's no altruism in this pursuit. Your reckless indignation led you here. I counted on it. There's no shame in it, Raziel. Revenge is motivation enough. At least it's honest. Hate me, but do it honestly. 30 years hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin. If the coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself and thus restore the pillars. But as the last surviving vampire in Nosgoth, this would mean the annihilation of our species. Mobius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the pillars to an eternity of collapse. Either way, the game is rigged.
We agree then that the pillars are crucial and must be restored.
Yes, Raziel. And that's why we've come full circle to this place.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new guardians can be born.
Pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong to us.
Your arrogance is boundless, Kain.
There's a third option. A monumental secret hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
You said it yourself, Kain. There are only two sides to your coin.
Apparently so. But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
Well then. There's a lot more cutscenes in this one. And I'm really okay with that.
I didn't know what impulse stayed my hand, why I had so willingly allowed Kain to escape me when I had pursued him for so long. I had no reason to trust Kain after he had valued me so little, and yet I found myself intrigued by his words. I had been too cruelly used to so gullibly play his pawn, but if this world truly had secrets to divulge, I was determined to expose them.
Oh no, I can't climb anymore. I lost my ability to climb. So now what? Yeah, when I time traveled, I forgot a lot of stuff. Oh, that's clever. I like that. There's a lot of stuff we did forget. I'm pretty sure my Soul Reaver can no longer be set on fire. They haven't made much use of the other glyphs that we had either, though I don't much care. I never used them. Why is it only a two-swing weapon now? Oh, there we go. Throwing me off. On the flip side of that, when we jumped into the time stream and ended up here.
From the moment of my arrival,
Hold on.
I had the constant and palpable sensation of being watched. Someone, it seemed, was keenly interested in my presence here.
They were janky. I didn't care for them. But on the flip side, we now have a better ability. Regardless of my health, I can pull out the Soul Reaver. Granted, it'll kill me if I use it too hard. I'm hoping that the glyphs that we get...
This door had been sealed for centuries. I began to realize it was no mere coincidence that I found myself standing here, beneath this winged figure with blue skin and cloven hands so like my own, and bearing this unique key. And so it was with a sense of gravity and trepidation that I unsealed that ancient door and crossed the threshold.
I'm hoping that the glyphs that we find in this game end up being a lot more mechanically dense. Yeah, no, I'm super okay with the amount of cutscenes because it means we get to hear more of the voice acting. Whoa. What the hell are you? They don't have souls to suck. They just disappear. I could use a tasty soul right now. Okay, I have to dodge into it.
As I entered the chamber, I sensed that it had been sealed for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. And while this room was clearly built when the pillars were erected, I knew that no human hand could have shaped this place, and that perhaps it had never been seen by human eyes. The surrounding murals depicted a winged race, their features so like my own, but beautiful.
I see where this is going.
Grotesque and angelic, while mine were demonic. I tried to decipher these images. A great war, but with combatants like none I had ever seen. The pillars, raised by this winged race, who thus defeated their adversaries. The winged beings again, writhing in agony, apparently afflicted with the same bloodthirst I had so recently suffered. And throughout the chamber, inscribed everywhere, images of the Reaver itself. Was this what Kain had urged me to discover? I wondered.
Lies, Raziel.
There he is. That's a voice I've been missing.
Do not be deceived.
Ah, my ancient benefactor. And I dared to hope we had parted ways forever. Silence was refreshing. It lasted. No doubt you have a conveniently inexpressible reason for your presence here.
Do not be insolent, Raziel. I am eternally present here and everywhere, now and always. I
I am the still center of the turning wheel, the hub of this world's destiny.
But perhaps not so omnipotent as you'd have me believe. Your hold on me appears to be tenuous. I no longer seem to need you. Yet I'm guessing you still need me.
This impudence is unworthy of you, Raziel. Do not forget that you have a task to fulfill here. You are indebted to me.
Indebted? You would have me show gratitude for a gift I didn't ask to be bestowed. Do you forget that you forced me to inhabit this vile carcass?
I restored you to yourself, Raziel. It was Kain who destroyed you. The very enemy you've just let slip through your grasp. Do not fail me, my servant.
I serve no one. Not you, not Kain, and not your lackey Mobius.
Mobius is my good servant. I have many.
And if I tell Mobius that he's worshipping a giant squid, do you think his faith will falter?
You have grown willful, Raziel. But beware. To embrace a serpent is to invite poison into your heart. Kain is a sinuous beast. He will seduce and deceive you. You pride yourself on your free will, yet you let that degenerate deter your resolve.
I harbor no illusions about his integrity, nor anyone else's. In fact, I am beset by manipulation on all sides. Merely seek the truth.
These are the fathomless truths, Raziel. The agony of birth and death and rebirth. This is the wheel of fate, the purifying cycle which sustains all life. Vampires are an abomination, a plague which leeches this land of its spiritual strength. They obstruct the flow of life and death. Their souls stagnate in their wretched corpses. But the wheel must turn. Death is inexorable and cannot be denied. Your destiny is irresistible, Raziel. You are my soul Reaver, the scourge of the vampires, reaper of their apostate souls. Remain steadfast. End the vampire's parasitic curse and restore Nosgoth. Kain's blood belongs on your hands.
Kain indeed deserves to die for condemning me to this repugnant form. But if and when I kill him, it will be for me alone to decide.
Kain destroyed you without a flicker of remorse. He tore the soul from your noble corpse. And after you had served him faithfully for 1,000 years, he discarded you in the abyss on a jealous whim. Remember your rage, Raziel. Let it guide your hand.
I see where this is going. I'm into it. I'm so into it. We're torn between, like, two sides. One which would have us destroy Kain and end the vampire lineage and save the world. Or Kain lives, the pillars go, and the world descent into spiraling chaos from which it will never recover. But there's a whole fucking conundrum in between here and there. Wow, I'm surprised they'll let me drop this far. Cthulhu here brought us back with the intent of destroying the vampires, and Kain included, in an effort to bring Nosgoth back to a quote-unquote peaceful state in a world that was already gone. We're technically not even alive. So us, we're taken out of the equation. We're something a lot more than just a vampire now. Oh, here we are. We only exist at the whim of this eldritch being with a vendetta against Kain and what he's done to the cycle of life. Which I kinda don't buy. Yeah, effectively, we are puppeteering our own body, from what I get. But it seems like Kain has a different plan, and is not actually our enemy, and might have, because he's seen this happen. He knows, he's seen the end of all, from what it sounds like. It seems like he needed us to be a ghost vampire, and that he knew that all this would happen, and he needs us to help him solve this little dilemma that we've been placed in. I think there's more to it than him just being a little fucking butt mad that we had wings before he did. Because while he does seem pretty petty, he's also pretty fucking smart. I'm invested. I'm super invested, bro. I'm so glad I don't have like a breath meter. Hold on, there's something going on here. Hold on. Maybe I can only see it here. Oh, this one's bigger. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I'm okay with having 0 breath meter. That's where we just were. I'm probably gonna get a couple of story beats wrong, but we'll discuss them later. Cause I'm into the lore. We're gonna talk a little lore. I'm into it. Cause I was a little miffed by how Soul Reaver 1 ends just to be met with Soul Reaver 2 having like a hella intro. I'm okay with it now. Oh, I see. We have to go up. Because Soul Reaver 1 ends with us seeing visions in the same way that Kain might have, which results in the fight with him. And he's practically telling us we know fucking nothing, and we follow him into the time stream and end up here. Into a Nosgoth that is yet to be destroyed. And from what I can gather, Raziel at this point would still be a Seraphim. Or... yeah, the Seraphan. Oh, this is where we came from. Shit. I'm missing a step. I'm getting too caught up talking about the lore. Alright, so what is going on with these things? I can't interact with them at all. There's a couple of things here, actually. None of which I can actually interact with yet.
we've got a newcomer.
Camillus Fly, thank you for the follow, my dude. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so there's something more this way and I didn't see it. Clearly. I'm either blind or dumb or both. Welcome to the cafe, my dude. Oh, I see now. Okay, yeah. Gamers look up challenge level impossible. Oh god, there's so much. Zones feel a lot bigger, I'll say that much. Like right off of the rip.
I surfaced into a very different landscape. The daylight barely penetrated the dense canopy of this forest. Here I discovered an ancient ruin, unmistakably one of Mobius's time-streaming chambers, but long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp. I didn't currently possess the means to break this seal, but I thought in time that I might.
Welcome to Florida, chat. If this were a Souls-like, this swamp would be poisonous. All of our enemies have been human. Or at least human adjacent. Wait, why do I bother fighting y'all? Hold on. Whoa. Soul Reaver be upon ye. Give me that spear. Where'd that spear go? Well, could I even be poisoned? Am I not free from such earthly debuffs? Oh? Bro, why your forehead so big?
So, my lurking observer was exposed. The creature vanished when he realized he was discovered, but I caught a glimpse of him, and his features were distinctive enough. This was the vampire Vorador, the monstrous assassin depicted in the stronghold. Strange that a creature brazen enough to assault the circle single-handedly would avoid confronting me. Very well. If Vorador would not come to me, I would go to him. But first, I needed to find some means of reaching that terrace.
I'm curious to know if this is a different timeline. What has befallen the Raziel of this period? Because he has a statue. I don't know about that. There's a whole statue depicting him in the stronghold. In like a full suit of armor, still human. He's got like a big ass sword. So he's either already dead or still wandering. I'm not sure yet. Hey, what do you mean? Get on my spear, bro. The spear is always a goated weapon. I guess these are more of halberds, but we use them as spears. All right, chat. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to take a quick little break. We're approaching the 2-hour mark. I will be back in just a moment. Stick around. And let's listen to some jams. Told you. Super quick. We'll turn that off, and we'll get right back into it. Grabbed a drink, stretched a little bit. We're set. Let's get back to it, yeah? Our trek through the swamp continues. No, not more dogs. No dogs. Dog enemies in fucking games have always been cringe. What you got? I mean... Can you put the song and title artist on there? It's all just video game music on a playlist on a website that I use. I can send it to you later if need be. But I would have to, like, go through some hoops to make that happen, but I can make it happen.
Northward into the mountains. The opening, however, was obstructed and too high for me to reach. Perhaps later I would find the means to bypass these obstacles.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of video game music that I have really come to love. There deserves to be much more on there than there currently is. Nah, it's all hosted on a website. I'll send you the link later. And if you have any other suggestions for decent video game music, put them in the Cafe Corner Discord if you wouldn't mind, under the suggestions tab. I'll look at those as soon as I am able. Alright, so going to the spirit realm was a mistake. I see that now. Oh my god. Wait, this dude's like ducking my hits. Alright, let's find our entry point back in. I assume it's going to be over by the save state. Yup. Hold on. Alright. To the material plane. There's stuff here. I wonder if I can get up there. It almost looks like I can. There's like a hole up there. So I think that's going to require climbing, which I currently cannot do. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen yet. There are 5 save points in the whole game. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Though, given that the first game's not incredibly long, I'm not entirely shocked. Huh. Wait, I can suddenly climb again. Why? Nothing changed. I tried to climb earlier and it was just straight up not letting me. Oh my god. Dude, chill out. You are tweaking. Bro, she is tweaking. Please, go to oblivion. Oh. Okay, we need to go this way. That lady had me tweaking, bro.
My lurking friend was nowhere to be seen, but I found these ruins even more intriguing. I recognized these arcane symbols from the chamber beneath the pillars, and realized that this shrine too was sealed to all but the bearer of the Reaver.
So I'm VIP is what you're saying. Oh, hold on. Let me whip out Swing my key. It's very nice being able to summon your own house key. Wish I could do that. Uh-oh. Bro has a shield. What you got? Oh, you ain't got shit, bro. You're getting comboed right now. Okay, but you can actually block my jams. Will you drop? You will. Good. I needed that. I can... Oh, okay. I was about to say. I thought I had a shield for a moment there. There was a glitch in the game for PS2 that locked you in here if you scared away the crows outside the door on the terrace. Why? How does that even happen? That's crazy. Oh, I have a little dash attack now. Bro, is it just me, or does the Soul Reaver seem a little bit harder to hit with in this game? Like, I feel like I'm swinging at him, and it's just not registering? It could just be like... I don't know. I could just be, like, misjudging the distance of my swings, but it also kind of just feels like that certain swings will just, like, phase through the enemy. I'm not sure what to make of that. Ooh, shiny. Hold on. I want the shiny, but I'm not done exploring yet. There is, however, a spawn point. Whoa! I wasn't expecting that. Oh, wait, there's fucking 3 of them. I'm out of here, bro.
Throughout this ancient shrine, murals depicted the winged race, the apocalyptic war against their mysterious and equally inhuman adversaries. These winged beings, it seemed, were not only the architects of the pillars, but of this enigmatic place as well. And just as in the Pillar's chamber, this shrine was adorned throughout with imagery of the Reaver, depicted with the reverence of a holy icon.
Okay, so it's on both sides, so no matter which side you go up, you get that cutscene. Give me that spear, please. Oh, come on. Raziel, you are being very rude right now. I would like the spear. Thank you. Is it just me? Or is the camera a little jankier in this game? I'm not harping on your game. You're not. It's just an observation. There's one of 2 routes I can go. I'm gonna head this way first. Maybe. Oh. False alarm. I fucking can't. Oh well. I'll take my walk of shame now. There's a lot more combat. Like, I haven't seen a single block. Alright, now we're going in. I should have maybe kind of tried to throw something at that giant gem, but it's okay. Oh. Yeah, right. I can't leave it open. Okay. So I have to get the sun point here. And then there's a giant moon. And it should open up this pathway. Or perhaps that pathway. Or perhaps both the pathways. Okay. So. It would seem, as it were, that we have missed a step. Hold on. Let's go up here. Let's get a better lay of the land and then go Ghost. Danny Phantom it up. It more or less leads to the same pathway. I need to figure out how I get to the sun. I'm not going to be able to interact with this while I'm dead. Okay. So I have made a mistake here. I see now. It's all coming together. This is just warped and weird. Nothing else down here. Health must be full. You're fucking kidding me, right? Like, I'm short, like, a smidgen. Just give me the teleport. Oh, there we are. Hey, bro. Can I just climb up this? No, it very specifically stops you. Okay. Fine. I'll take the scenic route. Okay, that did nothing. Huh. I expected at least, I don't know, something. What do? What do? Oh, hold on. It's not a block puzzle. Get it twisted. It's not a block puzzle. I need the sun thing. Hey, I'm getting ganked. Oh, seriously? Okay, so for my exorbitant use of the Soul Reaver, I don't get the health back when I consume the soul. It goes straight into the Soul Reaver and leaves me with nothing. That's how they're balancing it now. Whoops. Yeah, I'm really missing that range. A rather big-ass room. Ooh. So, let's see. We can climb up there. We need to get up there. And then go ghost. But there's more stuff over here. Or at least it looks like there might be. I can never be too sure with this game. Genuinely, keeping an eye out for, like, hidden little passageways. I never know if they're actually gonna throw one at me. So far, it doesn't look like it. Oh, come on. Can I light the Soul Reaver on fire? Okay, so that was taken from us too. take a spear for the road. And then let's get climbing. Nothing over here. Nothing over there. Turns out that spear was for nothing. Oh, I was about to be really mad if he didn't mantle. Like, I should have made that. Oh, health not full. Oh. What am I looking at here? There's no sun for it to sun upon. So, what am I looking at? Phases? Oh, hold on. Might this be a block puzzle? Hey! Welcome back! But I can only drag it one way. Why? There we go. Yeah, I can't drag it this way. Shoot projectiles at puzzle targets. Huh? Oh yeah, I can just do this. They didn't utilize that much. Huh. Hold on. I might be able to climb this. I can. But for what purpose? I doubt this is a ghost problem. I wouldn't be able to interact with any of it if it were. So only this one can move. Hold on, what does happen if I go ghost? Not a terrible amount in this room. Torches on the wall. Take one just to be safe. Ah! There we go. Okay. So now the light should be gleaning off it? I am incorrect. However, that... Hold on, maybe I have to be higher. Maybe that's what this is for. Oh, Raziel. You mind? I want to reorient, and he's just like, I'm tired of being up here. Oh my god. Raziel, if you do not get up there. Platforming is hard, chat. Okay, so now... maybe I'm close enough? It shows the sword. There we go. Because we smart. I did it, chat. It was all me. Alright, so now what am I doing with this? It's already pointed at that, which isn't doing anything. Whoops. Turn it over yonder. These creatures can't be felled. They can be beaten. No. Bring it back. I alt-tabbed for a moment. And it, like, screwed me over. And there's the sun thing. So, this better open the door. Alright, listen, video game. I don't think I need a cutscene for every door closing. Put the plate on the thing. And shine the light on the moon. A lunar eclipse. Right? Negative. Wait, what's... Oh, that's the spear. What is with this gem? I'm missing something here. Maybe a gem goes, or maybe the spear goes in there. I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. That's what I figured. So what was the point in us grabbing this then? Maybe the other path can provide answers I seek. Oh, we got bigger light puzzles. We got puzzles in general. I don't think I can make that jump. Damn it. I can't. Man, if only I had wings. If only. Oh, health not full. I keep doing that. There we go. And we're out of there. Alright, so what's the goal with this puzzle? We need to shine our light over to there. I think? Let's find out. That should shine it this way. And then it needs to pass through this. Whoa. The shadow is casting? And let me guess, I can step on this. Yeah, that's awesome. So what do with this? Hold on, is this another? It is. Am I too short? Is Raziel a short king? Okay, so that's not working. Oh, here we go. Oh. God forbid I want to reorient myself. So now what am I doing with this? It goes this way. Okay, but this is movable. Oh, what? Okay, that leads to the sun. What is this for? Ah. Usually takes a player at least an hour to figure out the bridge. That's crazy. Oh, it's coming together. What did that do? Oh. Let's go see what that did.
As I neared the altar, I suddenly felt the Reaver quickening of its own volition. Just as in William's chapel, the balance of power tangibly shifted. Voracious and willful, the Soul Reaver was now in control, and I, merely its helpless puppet. The Reaver plunged itself into that mysterious altar, and devouring the energy that emanated from within, drained this place of its power. Thus sated, the Reaver released me, and I realized as I recovered control that these ancient shrines were forges, each purpose-built to enhance the Reaver with elemental power.
Okay, so we're still getting... Hey, that gave us a health upgrade. But we're still getting elemental sword powers. I wonder if they'll play a bigger role in this one than they did in the first game.
Now I understood the purpose of the mysterious basins I had seen throughout my journey. They were elemental fonts, each attuned to a fundamental essence. When I forged the blade, every font in Nosgoth with the same elemental attunement was simultaneously quickened. The Reaver's enhancements were never permanent, but these fonts enabled me to re-imbue the blade by bathing it in the elemental energy distilled therein.
So these are just recharge points? But what purpose does the sword now serve? Hold on. I don't think that's necessary. I think we're still charged. The door is locked, however.
Concentric circles, one eclipsing the other. I recognized this symbol from the door sealing that other ancient shrine, the one I had seen in the lake outside the Sarafan stronghold. Perhaps now, armed as I was with the elemental power of darkness, I could return and gain entry.
So we're heading back to the Sarafan tomb? What about old Vorador? It looks pretty and it opens doors. Fair enough, I guess.
You're a ragged excuse for a savior.
Vorador.
I see my reputation precedes me.
It does.
All good, I hope? I've been watching you since you emerged from that accursed stronghold. Strange that your arrival coincides with the corruption of the Pillars. But I'm wondering, are you the catalyst of these events? Or the answer to them?
I don't know what you mean.
I will speak plainly then. I distrust your origins, stranger. Seeing you crawl from the putrid depths of Mobius's keep makes me question your purpose here. And what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. And the Pillars. It is no mere coincidence that your arrival in that clearing heralded the Pillars' decay. And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the Pillars' destruction or their salvation?
Neither.
Very well. Let us look at the other side of the coin. I have followed your journey and watched as you blithely unlocked secrets that have been sealed and forbidden for thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being. You don't know what you are, do you?
I have been many things. If you find me ignorant, enlighten me.
What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it.
I would expect better than meek capitulation from you.
Centuries of persecution have taught me well. 500 years ago, our race was nearly exterminated by the fanatical crusades of the Sarafan. And now the same sick drama unfolds again. In merely a decade, Mobius's cutthroat citizen army has nearly accomplished what the Sarafan could not. Vampires meddling in the affairs of men. Look where it's brought us.
What am I to make of these secrets I've uncovered, then? The depictions of the winged race, the Pillars, and the Reaver.
Fairy tales, boy. the delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies. But you see, even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late. Janos Audron, the Reaver Guardian, the last of the ancients, and my maker, was murdered by the Seraphan nearly 5 centuries ago. He alone would have the answers you seek, but his secrets died with him. I don't know how you've come even this far without his guidance, or without the Reaver, stolen these 500 years ago by the Seraphan. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all of us are out of luck.
I had no less reason to trust Vorador than anyone else I had met. In fact, the ancient vampire was the most forthright being I had encountered thus far. If Janos Audron was the key to all this, then I would find him, and Mobius's time-streaming device would provide me passage. But first, I had to find a way back into the stronghold, and I suspected I would find the means within the lake's mysterious shrine.
This is where I came in, I think. I'm gonna take a guess that I can drop down this way and start heading back to the stronghold. Oh god. Alright, back to swimming we go. Oh, wait a minute. We should have access, at least I think, to this, right? I can't activate the Reaver while I'm swimming, though. Hold on. I wonder if this is something I can deal with. Like this. No. No, of course not. The sword loses all imbuement when we touch the incorporeal realm. So maybe this is not a puzzle for us yet. Oh. Right. Hey. I had an idea, and it's not obtainable yet? Whatever this might be. Let's get out of this damn lake. Now that we can climb back up, we have a pretty easy means out. Hey. Let's get out of here. Give me just a moment. I gotta take care of something real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. It's no longer purple. What up, dude?
Ah, my wayward child returns.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
Merely the deceits of a failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This ancient race hoped to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully. There are dark forces at work in this world, bent on subverting your true destiny.
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am I in their presence right now?
Your arrogance will spell your demise, Raziel. Deny my will, and the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
Your threats are unmoving. Even now, I'm beyond your reach.
My reach is longer than you realize. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
Hit up the save point. And now we're heading back up. Raziel, get out of the soup. I assume we're to head back to the stronghold. Oh, wait. Okay, no, my sword is purple. Right? No, it's just the normal blue. Okay, so we didn't need it yet. I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. Had to stifle that mug. Did I miss this little point earlier? so we find ourselves back at the pillars. I wonder if Kain has anything to say. Bro's gone. You couldn't stop me if you tried. Oh, not the dogs. Oh shit. For some reason I thought he was dead. That's good sound design. I like that. Chat, this game might be peak. Ow. Oh boy. That shit is red hot. I'm good, man. Matter of fact, hold that overhead. Oh my god. Hey, cut it out. Right now. Wait, what? We have launchers? For a moment there, it almost looked like we went into like hack and slash territory. Oh my god, wait, actually. That looked like a true combo, bro. Ow. Cut it out. No way, bro. That's like seamless. Oh, stop it now. Okay. You have to go. Alright, let's hit up the save point. This probably doesn't do anything for me yet. That's a different sigil. However, there is this little basin over here that I had found earlier. Can I cheese my way to it? I can, but for what purpose? Wow, that's OP. Hold on, maybe it's not this side. How did I get in here the first time? Yeah, it was right here. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Should be right outside the fortress. Yeet. Alright, so let's throw that away. Okay. Okay, cool. My bad. Had to look at something real quick. Okay, so now that I've got the purple. Wait, I can press this again. Oh, it's just gonna close up the door? Why? Hold on, let's sit through another cutscene. There we go. So it looks like I need to get through that door. With my new and upgraded house key. Alright, so what are we looking at now? Okay, I'm down here now. We got spears on the wall. We got more murals depicting the blue. What are you?
These murals left no room for doubt. These winged creatures were indeed the architects of the pillars. And while the images were difficult to decipher, The pillars appear to banish or diminish their enemies somehow.
With Dark Reaver, press left mouse to activate. Oh, I know what to do here. Smile? Oh my god, come on. They're really good at dodging my attacks. Okay. So is this... This isn't a save point, right? That looks important. Yeah, hold on, hold on. That seems to be it. Damn. Alright. Oh. Just chop him in half, no problem. Okay, so we got more of these gemstones. Wait, do I still have Dark Reaver? No. My options are to phase through the gate. Okay, and both of those are dark. How am I supposed to... Huh. There's no dark basin over here. I'm not sure how I would even open those. Unless they're how I get back to the central chamber. Alright, I need to find an anchor point. That's going to require me being in the physical realm. What about over here? Same deal? Yup. Same deal. Okay, so yeah, I really do need an anchor point. What up, big back? Wait, what? Is it gonna kill me too? Oh my god, it is. It didn't even hesitate, bro. Holy moly. Alright, let's try that again. But I definitely can't go over there. Give me the spear. There we go. No, I'm alright. I had to know. I had to know and I got nuked. Alright, so now we're back in this central chamber. I probably have to open the door with the sunlight. Oh, I see. Okay. I see now. Y'all really aren't gonna let me push my blocks, huh? Your soul is mine! What? Where did bro go? I can't believe that worked. Just spam Q. There's like little nuances to the combat now. It's very nice. If they're ducking, you just press the Q button. And you just bring that shit up on their head. Right on top of their dome. Thank you. I would like the spear, please. Bro's got my sun plate. We'll take care of you first. And you're gonna get the clamps. I'm guessing we take the sun plate over this way. But the question is, how the hell do I get it up there? Yeah, I can't fly. I can't climb with this in my hand. I can't even put it down. Oh. Stupid. Bro, what is with Raziel's movement? Just get flashbanged. You put it into place and then just go blind. This here's also going to require the dark. Wait a minute. This puzzle is movable. So I won't need to put it that way yet. Another archer. Range DPS first. Always. Oh, I thought he would be dead. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of miss some of the puzzle aspect to the combat. Like, if I'm being so real with you, I'm not saying I dislike the combat in its current state, but I think there was a puzzle aspect to it that I now greatly miss. You like the derpy swords? I think they're meant to be like broken swords. Or at least that's what it seems like to me. Broken just duck all my hits. Don't need this guy respawning. Alright, where's my anchor point? Well, I found my dark basin. The question is, where's my anchor point? Oh, do I even make that? Oh, just barely. Okay. All the way back here. Okay. Wah, 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 wah. I want the cooler halberd. Oh, hang on there, dude. Okay, so now I gotta come back with the Dark Basin. Or the Dark Reaver. Makes sense to me, dude. Y'all don't want no smoke. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, there's definitely more of a hack and slash feel to the combat. That's so funny. So, does that remain if I pick up another sword? It does. So, wait, what's all this then? Why do that? Is it just... Oh, it's just so I have an easier way to get up. Okay. Alright, let us insert the blade. There's my other son. GG, no rematch. Shake my hand. And now we drop down here. I am uncertain as to where we currently are. Oh, okay. So that just dropped us right where we need to be So now I should just be able to move this back after a brief intermission. And thus the light puzzle is complete. Easy, dude. And now I have the Dark Reaver, so these doors are openable. And I was completely right. Hey, let go of the sword. Shing! Sparkle, sparkle. And now we just repeat that on the other side. Easy. Oh, but now I have to turn around that disc. I'm good. Back to the main room I go. Alright, so what changed? Oh, does this mean I can grab the thing at the end now? Did I disable some sort of really fucking strange security mechanism? Out of my way. Very important ghoul coming through. Oh, dude. Very important phantom. Blind sentry. Oh, with the Dark Reaver projectile. That's Harvard. It almost feels as if they didn't actually need to feed me that information. Maybe they did. I don't know. How the hell do I even get back there? I gotta do some backtracking, some hella backtracking. Wait, so what was the purpose in us doing this if all we needed was the Dark Reaver? To what purpose? Oh, hold on. There's something more to it. I'm just being... I'm being overly analytical. I could have opened this! Damn. Now I gotta go the long way around. That's on me. That's on me. Seriously. Oh, there's too many. Oh, now I have to fight them all. And I only needed the one. No problem. Now we just skip another gauntlet. And we go collect what's mine. We need the thing. I gotta remind myself still that the Soul Reaver can be activated at will. Oh, it's... Never mind. We're good. We're good. Open up. There's a lot more variety in the visuals, too. Okay, just a moment. Yeah. Okay, so now I gotta be careful. Don't get too close. And now we blind the sentry. Grab the thing, please. Oh, I'm afraid it's gonna... I was so right. I was so right. I'm so glad I did that. Got a blast. Is this not where it goes? Hello? There we go. Let me guess, light power? Sunlight?
Plunge the Reaver into the forge and imbued the blade with the elemental power of light. Thus armed, I now had the means to re-enter the stronghold and finally use Mobius's time-streaming device to accomplish my own ends.
It's gonna sound really weird, but I'm getting an awful lot of, like, Metroid Prime 2 from this game. Improvements to the game, and instead of, like, fire, ice type elemental stuff, you're now getting light and dark. Oh, hold on, those little wraiths or whatever have a color associated with them. I couldn't hit them unless I had the appropriate matching color. I'm curious to know what Mobius's little time stream thing is gonna do. Like, are we just gonna enter Dark Nosgoth? Another dungeon completed. However, I'm gonna go hit up the save point before we continue on. Did the gate close? I didn't touch it. Raziel, this way, please. Thank you. All right, chat. A little earlier, but I do have to get going at this time. I'm definitely playing more of this game. This rips. This rips hard. I will be sure to let you know when I'm going live again. I'm not sure when that is, but in that meantime, I'll try to get the Soul Reaver finale, the first game, up on the YouTube as soon as I can. Other than that, you could always join the Discord if you want to know when I go live. ! Discord. And with that, let's see. I'm going to get going. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'll see you again at some point.